So I just recorded the Grind the Shoe story behind the song and the deeper, in-depth investigative study there. And just after that, I realized even more that I can say about all this, which is that I have a new theory now, which is that what if Grind the Shoe is saying the story of Twin Peaks, and it's not Bob, but it's Mike or Philip Gerard who's saying the third verse with your bike, you broke my wall of will. Because Bob was the one who was the killer, and Bob was the one who possessed Leland, and Mike was like Bob's associate, and Mike was upset with Bob, or Philip Gerard was obsessed with Leland, or upset with Leland. And for example, in the movie version, he got very peeved and yelled at him, basically. And so, what if that's Mike upset with Bob, and he's the one accusing Bob, saying, "With your bike, you broke my wall of will," whatever. Because Bob is the one who's the motorcycle type, and Mike is more like the camper RV type. You know, with your bike, you broke my wall of will. I'm afraid that now I've had my fill, and so that's why Philip Gerard or Mike tells the detectives, or tells on him to the detectives, basically. So let's put up the Grind the Shoe lyrics here. My projector. I'm going to do this here. This is an interesting thing to think about, basically. Here we go. Up here. So here's Grind the Shoe, and here's the here on the top here. There's a nice little drawing for the title. So that's us, and answer for the deaf man, the clock upon the tree. What if the answer for the deaf man? That's Gordon Coleman, the character that David Lynch plays in the show. Is Gordon Cole or something? Gordon Cole, is it? I think so. And he's deaf, and he has a hearing aid. He's Agent Cooper's boss, basically, or the regional director, FBI guy. Clock upon the tree has obvious meaning there. I mean, the old trees in the region tell the story of how old things are, how far back the problem goes, basically. But a burden for the athlete, that's saying my knee, that's saying it's a character who's hindered. They themselves couldn't have done the thing that which is the crime or the malice. They didn't do that. They don't run fast enough in order to have done it. That's like me. I have problems that are like where I couldn't have been the one. Like, let's say in this situation, I couldn't have been the one. I don't have a way of getting around that fast. Yeah, I can run okay, whatever. I can walk too, obviously. Okay, nighttime is sunny. Let's go down farther here and look at this. I'll show you. Can I get this down farther? I just have to go down like this. Okay. Now, really, this is the second verse. She's been a bad boy for all I know. You know who that's like in the show is Josie. Josie in Twin Peaks. She's been a bad boy because she has the haircut that's short. She looks like she could be, male almost. She owns the sawmill. It's such a complicated storyline. It's not even worth saying what it really is. Is she's just been not that good, basically. It's being no good. It's being a good for nothing owner. All she was up to no good the whole entire time, and whoever was with her, they may as well just run off to their mom's house, basically, or go ahead and go somewhere else. No, I'm not sure. I think that the fisherman guy died. I forget exactly. The sawmill burned down, a bunch of stuff, and by the end of her storyline, she was confessing to a murder, basically, before she died. So she's been a bad boy for all. That could be Josie. I know someone also who's Josie. That's these days, but that wasn't back then. That's these days. And then like I said, with your bike you broke my wall. That could be Mike talking about Bob. So that could be Mike talking about Bob. Now, I know after I talked here on this channel, I was possibly something I said was possibly repeated by Honey Van when she spoke before the assembly in Korea or whatever, the political body, about the music industry abuses or what their label did to them. No, it's not a direct like quote on purpose or whatever, but it sounded like I saw something where it sounded like the gist was being like said that her boss like ran and hit on her or something. Now, after I realized that, they changed the translation, so now I don't see the same like translation from her original language. I don't know that that's really so. But if that's so, I'm trying to help this sound not so far of the devil, so we can say it's Mike, not Bob, exactly that way. Like you're not repeating something which is so much of the devil that you're being bad. You're being okay. You're frustrated that they ran and hit. Okay. I get frustrated too when people do that. So I have people that did that to me. I get frustrated with the same problems. So people that avoid confrontation, they run from you and they don't want to like deal straight. So let's I wanted to put Mike up again. Mike is fun to listen to. I didn't get to show it right the first time because my equipment wasn't working, and now I have the Bluetooth running perfectly. So if I can show the clip of Mike again with the Bluetooth running perfectly, the sound running perfectly, that would be really, really good. I'll really, really have fun listening to with a teacher.
There is no need for medicine. I am not in pain.
Who are you?
My name is Mike.
What are you?
I am an inhabiting spirit.
Who is Phillip Gerard?
He is host to me.
You spoke to me in my dream about Bob.
He was my familiar.
Where does Bob come from?
That cannot be revealed.
There's Gordon Clark right there in the right.
What does Bob want?
Mike has one arm.
He is Bob, eager for fun. He wears a smile. Everybody run. Do you understand the parasite? It attaches itself to a life form and feeds. Bob requires a human host. He feeds on fear and the pleasures. They are his children.
Interesting. Yeah. That's what I wanted to show Leland. Leland's fun to watch too. This video shows Leland slowly going insane over time. They compiled like different scenes from Leland. So I want to show this. This would be good. Mad list of Leland Palmer, the guy that was possessed by. It's played by Ray Wise. I've seen Ray Wise in person. Go back a little bit. you looking there. Yeah. People may wonder how I can shamelessly show Twin Peaks or whatever. It's because I wasn't the one possessed by Bob. I wasn't possessed by Bob. I didn't have Bob. I don't have Bob. I'm not possessed by Bob. So, obviously that's why I can show all that, basically. I'm kind of excited by this new theory that I can look into just a little bit more and say a little bit longer once I figure more out. Because, yeah, like I said, the storyline is very complicated in that show. We could be giving a really good summary of the Mike Bob problem, basically, in that song. So, might be worth me just looking into just a little bit more, doing just a little bit more study on the topic. What else was I gonna say? Even? I forgot. Do I have any more clips to show? Am I supposed to? Oh yeah, there's the one where Bob shows up after Josie dies. It's not really worth showing. It's the same, more of the same of Frank Silva. Frank Silva was the actor that played him, Bob, and then Al Strobel played Mike. It's great. Al Strobel is a great Shakespeare actor. He's great at that character. I really dig it. But anyway, what else was there? There wasn't much. That's all I really wanted to say. It took like that long from it, so